Well, welcome to February. It's a cold day. We've had a cold winter so far. So a lot of the tribs were locked up, but they're finally starting to melt. But today, I'm working on some more TSI here out at the property. So, started some of this last year. I did a little bit so far this year. As you can tell, there's a bunch of tracks in here, but I don't want them to come this way. There's a lot of soft maple in this section. I'll show you as I'm talking here. I'll show you what the section that I am doing a bunch of hinge cutting along this edge here. I think this is like a 3-acre block, and the edge on that side is perfect. It goes out to a field. It's a real thick covered edge over there. This side gets pretty thin once everything opens up and all the leaves come down, and by fall it's pretty thin. So my idea here was to make this more of a bedding area. We don't have any stands in here. We don't come in here. We got our box blind down the lane, and we do 2 food plots, one on this side of it and one on the back side of it. So the idea of this is just to get more of an edge so they have more cover in here to bed. Plus, you know, you get the natural browse and everything like that too. So that's the idea. A lot of soft maple, like I said. You get a lot of these where you get, 5 trees or 3 trees all together. So some of these I'm just trying to even, if I just cut 2 of them, that one tree that's in the middle is actually going to grow better and bigger too. But for the majority of it, I actually want the sunlight to the floor, so I'm going to try to really get a lot of this down. So that's the project today. And we'll do a little scouting too while we're out here. I think it's like 15 degrees, but sun's out and shining, so come along. Let's get the chainsaw going and start. We'll do some hinge cuts, and some will just completely drop too. So we're gonna have some fun. Get some ear protection on and go to town. Well, that's a wrap for today. So, got a good amount done with what I wanted to do. As you can see, pretty much opened this all up. So this isn't your traditional just hinge cut. What I'm trying to do here is, the reason I'm stacking it like this, we access over this way. That's a food plot, that opening right there, but on the other side of that is our access in. So it's creating more concealment for us to get in and out. And then I'm creating two edges for bedding now. There's an edge on that side, and now I have this edge here I created, and it's going to funnel the deer to an area we want them to go by, where we have our box blind up that way. Not that we can't shoot this way too, but the main funnel we want them to do is out through the back side of this. So in a sec I'll grab the GoPro and we'll walk the whole edge, and I'll show you how they're already using that edge walking down, and we'll walk out. But for the most part, I'm happy how this came out. Anytime you get sunlight to the floor too, we're going to create more natural browse and everything like that. And then you can see I got this edge all here too. Just, you can probably see in the background, there's our house is just over that way. So I should say my father-in-law's house. But so that's what a lot of it is just to get more cover, more concealment, and create a little bit more natural browse, but just make this bedding area better than it is. 6 acres, we call it the sanctuary. Like I said, we don't hunt this 6-acre block. We stay out of it. We want the deer to bed in here. So especially if we get food on both sides, you know, you have bedding, food. I mean, that's the ultimate goal. So we'll take a walk here in a sec with the GoPro, do a little scouting too. So cold, the GoPro keeps dying on me. Trying to keep showing all these beds. 1, 2, 3, another bed there. There's that edge I'm creating, and as you can see, there's the other natural edge that was already in here. So the goal is to keep working on this edge, and as you can see, you'll see all the tracks working out this way, which is the other thing we're trying to get. That's the goal here, and we'll follow this out and I'll show you where it leads. As you can see, there's the edge again all the way through, and here's a whole bunch of tracks either coming in or going out just the way we want it. So that's the key. Can you create some bedding that when all the foliage is gone, it's still thick enough and safe enough where these deer want to be. So let's walk out and I'll show you where this all funnels to. So we got all these tracks coming down this edge, and you can see the box blind back there. So I do think I'm going to come in here and, not today, but take some more of this down. I do have an opening over there for them if they cut across. You know, you don't want to block it all off. You can create almost like exits and entrances. So that's also the key. And after I get a lot of this cut down, that will also be my goal. Go back through and put like 2 different openings in, it's almost like a gate. Well, that's going to do it for today. So there's your box blind. This will be a food plot. Has been in the past. This year it didn't go too well. But hopefully I get out some steelhead fishing soon. So there's always work to be done. We're in that off season now, so I'll catch you guys next time I'm either in the woods or on the water.